with a quick statement, and then we'll open the floor to a question and answer.
Hey guys, great to see everybody. Obviously, we're excited for the start of fall camp. Our team has had an outstanding summer. Player practices have been great. Attendance in meetings, 1 hour on Monday and 1 hour on Wednesday on installation has been fantastic. Our guys are working hard in the weight room. Our freshmen look good. We have our whole team together, starting practice on August 4th. It's going to be an exciting year.
Thanks, Coach. And if you'll raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you for Q&A. We'll start right over here on the left, second row.
Good afternoon, Coach. Coach, what's your vision for the offense and the person selected to play the quarterback position?
Yes, our vision for the offense is to have an offense which fits the quarterback's skills. We're very multiple in the things that we could do. If the quarterback's skills say that he's a runner, we have quarterback runs in our offense. If he's a drop back thrower, we can do that. It all depends on the type of quarterback that we have. Obviously, we have several quarterbacks that are dual threat quarterbacks. We have one quarterback that's a pro-style quarterback, and we haven't found out what Joe can do yet, but we do believe that he is a dual threat and can do both. But we're going to see in camp. Obviously, we have some base plays that we're going to run regardless of who the quarterback is, and then we're going to tailor some plays to the skills of the quarterback. We want our offense to be 50-50. I want the quarterback to be a leader and a playmaker and a decision maker and lead this football team.
Go right down here on the front row, left side.
When you think back to much earlier in your career, how would you describe the challenge of being just a first-time head coach?
Everything's new. Everything is new. Every day is new. Now I can rely on experiences. I can make decisions on, this work. I faced this before. I want to do it this way. I don't want to do it that way. As you get older and more mature, you tend to lean on your mentors a little bit more. You know who the right mentors are to lean on. I have some mentors that I believe in. So I think that's a combination of all those things.
Is there anything you look back on and that you do differently if you had it to do over again the very first year?
Oh, there's a bunch. There's a bunch, And choosing a staff. I think I take my time in choosing a staff and make sure that they're the right guys. They're the right guys that fit and they're able to do the things that we want to do on the same page.
Go right back here on the back row, on the right side.
Hi, Coach. So I read this article that said SEC Media Days this year is a little bit different because there aren't really that many household names, no really big names that people hear a lot. So what would you say about your guys, even though they may not be household names yet? What would you say about them?
We're very proud of our guys. And we feel that Rashard Lawrence, Devin White is probably the best, if not one of the best linebackers in America. Foster Monroe is an outstanding leader for us. So we're very proud of our guys at LSU. If they're not household names, they may become household names this year.
Coach, talk about Joe Burrow and what you've learned about him since his transfer that you like, and what Coach Insminger brings to the quarterback table that perhaps we haven't seen at LSU prior.
Joe loves football. He's in the office studying film on his own. He's very smart. He's very determined. He's in great shape. I'll watch him run. He's competing to be the first on all sprints. He's not first on all sprints. He's a competitor. He's quiet. He's working hard to earn the respect of his football team by doing the right things. Steve Insminger is a great game day caller. He's a Tiger. He has a lot of experience. Steve and I are on the same page. When I hired him, we came up with a blueprint. He and I were on the same page with that blueprint. Obviously, there's going to be some changes according to what our skills are, our different players, but we want to throw the football, but we want to be 50-50. Steve's an experienced football coach and a guy I trust. And also, like I said in there, Steve's a great recruiter. He's done a good job of recruiting our football team.
We'll go right here in the middle on the left side.
Coach, what's your thoughts of opening up on a Sunday night on national TV against a good Miami team?
What a great opportunity. Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Stadium. Texas is a big recruiting area for us. We got Jamal Adams. We got several of our players on our football team from that area. I have a lot of respect for Coach Rick. He's done a tremendous job. He's brought the U back. I coached at the University of Miami for 4 years. I know exactly what that temperament is down there, the type of football players they have. It's going to be a tremendous challenge. Like I said, You know, you start all-season workouts and you open up with Miami, everybody walks in with their chest up, their eyes up, and they're ready to go.
I'll go to the camera platform on the left side back here.
Over here, Coach. We asked Foster about just how important it is to keep Louisiana talent at LSU, and he really said that, you know, we carry LSU wherever we go, we carry Louisiana wherever we go. How important is it to you to just keep Louisiana recruits and LSU talent at LSU?
Here's the first step. It's the basis of all our recruiting. Here's our philosophy. To recruit the best players in the state of Louisiana, to keep them home at LSU to play for the Tigers. Go out of state and recruit potential #1 draft picks like we have done so many years. This is a great year in the state of Louisiana. We have a strong recruiting class right now. We have a couple of guys to close on. We have some commitments that are recruiting for us at LSU. That makes it very powerful. But I do know this, the battles have just begun, and they're going to be all the way down to the stretch, and we're going to be prepared to keep our guys in state.
We'll go to the camera platform far right back.
As someone who played defensive tackle in college, you know, what does it take to make a great defensive tackle, and do you think Rashard has exhibited that?
I think the tenacity, explosiveness out of your hips, change of direction, great hand strength, smart, relentless. He has all those intangible plus. Rashard's a great student, grew up to 3.8 grade point average student. He can read sets, he can make communication on the line of scrimmage, and he's a tireless worker.
Stay on the camera platform right in the middle, all the way to the back.
You guys haven't beaten Alabama since 2011. You get them at home this season. Just when that time comes on the schedule, what are you preparing for the defending national champs?
Obviously, a very good football team, coached well by Coach Saban. They've had the #1 recruiting class many years ago. But you know what? We've had some battle with them now. Close is not good enough. I take it back 2 years ago. We're going 0-0 into the fourth quarter. Give them the credit. They made plays we didn't. Last year was a physical ball game. We hung in there toe-to-toe with them. They made the plays and we didn't. We understand, I understand, that being the head coach at LSU, you have to beat Alabama. That's the benchmark.
Over here at the front row, all the way to the left.
Just given how much production y'all lost on offense, do you think, especially early on against Miami and then those next 2 conference games in September, that the defense is going to have to kind of step up and carry y'all?
You know, that would be some logical thinking, but we cannot think that way. We have to be full speed. We have to go against a very good Miami defense, a very good Miami offense that scores points. We need to be clicking on all cylinders the first game. Then we play Southeast Louisiana, then we play Auburn. So we have to start fast. We have to get this team ready on all 3 phases of our team. Now, whether we can do that or not, that remains to be seen, but that's our goal.
Go to the front row, over here on the right.
Coach, how important is it to have assistants that you are totally comfortable with? And with that in mind, will you delegate the offense to Steve, or how much input will you have in the plan every week?
First of all, I totally trust Steve. I totally trust Jerry Sullivan. I've worked with Tommy Robinson and James before, and I totally trust Mickey. So these guys, I have no problem walking in there and saying, hey man, what are we doing here? This needs to be fixed. And I'm sure they have no problem saying, yes sir, you're right. So I think that we're on the same page as that. But as far as me being in there on a daily basis, I'm not going to do that. I choose to spend most of my time on defense and on special teams. But if I do see something that I think is wrong, I have complete authority to go in there and say, hey, what are we doing? We need to fix this. And they're going to say, yes sir, you're right. That's how we work.
We'll go to the camera platform, all the way in the back on the left.
Hey, Coach,